But San Bernardino itself has a lot of history with the church. It was actually like Las Vegas or even St. George, Fillmore, or communities in Alberta was one area that Brigham Young had sent pioneers or people to go settle the area. So when you go down, there's an area called the Cajon Pass, and there's these bunch of rocks that look kind of like southern Utah-like rocks, and they're actually called the Mormon Rocks. And there's this small kind of green area nearby there that has what's called the conference tree, I believe, or the prayer tree or something. And the saints had gatherings there often when they went down there to establish the area. And before they went down there, there was a fort. I don't know if it was called San Bernardino or what, but some Catholic missionaries had created some forts, and there was Rancho Cucamonga. There was a big ranch in that spot. So the saints kind of came in and made it almost like a small community rather than just these outlying farms and stuff like that. Now, they were only there, though, for a small period of time in which they did a whole bunch of things. I mean, the names of the streets of San Bernardino were names like, obviously, Mormon names, and they went up into the mountains and got a bunch of timber, and there's trails named after Mormons up in the mountains for what they did there. But when Johnston's army was sent by the president and all of his friends, or whatever, by the administration, to quell the rebellion in the Utah Mormon War, or whatever, Brigham Young asked everybody to come back. And so only a few people remained in that area, and a lot of that Mormon heritage was kind of either lost or overcome, as then lots of people are moving to California for the gold rush. So it has a Mormon heritage. I know there's Elder Rich, who I think was at the 70 at the time, was the main one sent down there. And so it was kind of neat to think, like, hey, you know, some of the founders of this area were actually members of the church sent by Brigham Young. And this street here on San Bernardino that's called this other name might have been called, like, Deseret or whatever. So that's pretty neat. And, you know, there's a bunch of small little things related to the church down there because of that history.